On today's Arizona Daily Mix, when it comes to wellness, would you consider cow cuddling? Well, we'll see how these sweet, gentle creatures can instantly lift your mood.
Thank you for selling that. And our phones keep us occupied at all times. But we'll talk to an expert who recommends pausing to learn how to fill your time.
Plus, as we celebrate the 100th anniversary of Route 66 this year, we'll show you one of the staples that has been brought back to life. We've got that and much more, and it all starts right now.
Good morning and welcome to the Arizona Daily Mix. I'm Teresa Strasser.
And I'm Bradley Perry with the perfect cup of coffee that I made this morning.
Every day I hear it,
yes.
I smell it, it's part of the ritual.
It is. But now I found it. I'm so excited and I'm showing up for it. It's so
Brad's
right there.
Locked in.
Yes, this is the Arizona Daily Mix, and again, it's 2026, so thanks for joining us here on the CW7 Arizona. Just had to get that out. I guess there's something that's written in our
contract. We just said that. I just said that.
But you said welcome to...
Yes, the Arizona Daily Mix.
Did you?
No, I did.
Maybe I
Roll back the tape.
Mine.
Roll back the tape.
Mine. Oh, there. I'm sorry. Thanks for joining us in 2026 here on CW7 Arizona. That was mine. I'm sorry.
It says right there ad lib. So I want to say this. Yesterday was a rich, full day of watching football on the couch with my teenage son.
I like that. Well, mine started Saturday night with the Bears, and then I went and hung out.
Incredible game.
Hung out all night with a friend until like 5. I stayed out until 5 o'clock in the morning.
What? Where'd you go?
The Biltmore. The Biltmore Hotel Resort.
Interesting.
Biltmore.
So you could hang out at the Biltmore Hotel bar till 5 a.m.?
No, we weren't at the bar. They're here. They were in town.
Okay.
And went over to their.
You were in their suite.
Their suite, and stayed and sat outside, had cigars. But till 5, I was very proud of myself. But I wasn't drinking.
You were smoking just a cigar.
Smoking cigars.
Well, listen. Sometimes being around friends and having a little cigar and staying out late is like therapy. If real therapy is on your list for 2026, here's just something you could try. Look, I know I'm talking about this week after week after week, but I'm just feeling really stuck, in my life. And I just feel like maybe if my mom had given me more... Are you even listening? Are you even listening? Up here in Dewey, Arizona, there is a whole team of therapists, and they are wild. There are 3 therapists currently on staff here at the Cuddle Corral with another in training. What is it about cows?
They just are amazing. I mean, they're my favorite animal. I've been obsessed with cows since I was a kid. I love them. They're just, the vibrational energy they give off is just so calming and relaxing.
Can I show everyone your tattoos?
Sure.
Tell me about these.
So this is Toby and Winston. We first got the 2 boys delivered. That was the start of the Cuddle Corral. They are on our logo. I had to get them tattooed on me.
And this is Toby and Winston behind us?
Yep.
And these are your therapists on staff?
Yes.
How are they as employees?
They are pretty good. Winston here does like to cause some mischief every now and again, but
look at
they're awesome.
This is
awesome
a beautiful
therapists.
cow. Okay, so tell me how it works. You set up a session for either half an hour or an hour.
Yep.
And you come sit on the couch.
And you just basically do this. We give them snacks and you get to cuddle with them. They get in your face. You can feed them. And you just kind of listen to them eat and just sit here and just relax and melt your stresses away.
It's kind of working. Leroy and I are communing. Leroy, do you want to eat right out of my hand? How did you get the idea to open up the Cuddle Corral and set up a space where people could commune with cows?
So I always have wanted pet cows. It was kind of a long-running joke with my husband that one day we're going to have a farm and have cows. And lo and behold, 4 years ago, he made my dreams come true. So he found the mini Zebu breed, and we got Winston and Toby first. We kind of shared them with a lot of our friends, and one of our friends came down and he said, you got to share these guys with people. They're just too special. So we started the Cuddle Corral.
A zebu.
Yes.
I had never heard of. Leroy here is a zebu?
Yep, so they're all miniature zebus. They are the only original miniature cow that occurs in nature naturally. They're not bred with any smaller cow, no genetics of dwarfism, anything like that. They date back to 3000 BC, so they're one of the oldest cattle species as well. And they originate from Southeast Asia, so they love the Arizona heat.
If people want to set up an appointment and come see one of your cow therapists or even a group,
Yes.
you got to make an appointment, right?
Yes.
It's like any therapy, okay? You got to get it on the books.
It is by appointment only, so you have your own private, secluded session with these guys. All of our social media, we have TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, and there's links to our website through the social media as well.
Oh, wait, the apple's out.
Oh,
The apple's out. Okay, here we go. These are to cow therapists the way emotional epiphanies are to regular therapists. I just put it out.
Yep, they only have bottom teeth.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's yummy. Okay, oh, boy.
If you're brave enough, Leroy,
Leroy?
you can get a cow
How
kiss.
can you be depressed when you've had a cow kiss? You can't. And that's why cow therapy always works.
Later in the show, we'll see the latest technology for your home from the Consumer Electronics Show in Vegas.
But first, with childcare costs on the rise, we'll see how Building Kids of Mesa provides high quality care at an affordable price next.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored on behalf of Building Kids of Mesa by Mesa Chamber of Commerce.
All right, when it comes to our children, finding childcare is very important, and Building Kids of Arizona is making sure kids have what they need to grow while in childcare. And joining me to tell us about what Building Kids of Arizona has to offer is Andrew Sheridan. How are you, sir?
Good, how are you doing?
Good. This is a time of year where we have been seeing prices for childcare go up. We're seeing parents getting back into work or having to go to back, do work. So let's talk about Building Kids Arizona and how you guys offer to make sure that they are getting what they need in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, so at Building Kids of Arizona, we focus on educating the whole child. And so what that means is we focus on the child socially, emotionally, academically, and creatively. We're performing arts-based preschool, and so we do 2 performances a year, Broadway-style performances a year, where the kids get up and get to perform in front of everybody. And the reason we do that is because it's hard. And it's really hard for kids to get up and do those things in front of everybody, but we teach them that they can do hard things, and that really helps them later on in life.
Oh my goodness, that is so amazing that you do that, because again, if they learn at this stage how to use their voice and how to actually be creative, it's going to help them as they move into elementary or into high school or different things like that. That's
100%.
great that you do that. And this happens at all the different locations?
Yep, at all 3 of our locations. So we have locations at Mesa, Chandler, and Gilbert here in Arizona. So,
and let's talk about also too, you want to educate them on their nutrition, because that's where it starts with the kids learning early.
correct. And so we don't have any canned foods at any of our schools. We have kitchen, and it's prepped daily, fresh. Because we want these kids to be able to understand that healthy foods has a huge impact on their bodies and on their minds, and so that's something that we really pride ourselves in.
Yeah, I also like it too that you've actually gone out into the businesses around the community to let them know, because that's starting to affect how people are working, trying to find childcare, and sometimes they don't realize childcare is right there near work, so that way they're not having to be late or rush around.
Right. Since after COVID, a lot of parents are being asked to go back into work, and that puts a really big stress on parents. It also puts a big stress on employers, because a big leading cause for people exiting the workforce is lack of childcare. So what we do is we go in and we work with businesses and try to offer discounted childcare for their employees, so that they can not only have the peace of mind that their children are at a safe and nurturing place, but they're also getting a quality education at the same time.
Yeah, I like that. That's so important as again, you said people are moving in that way. All right, you said you have 3 different locations.
Yes, sir.
I like that. Now, how do people enroll into this? Do they stop by or do they go online?
So there's multiple ways they can do it. They can go online and they can fill out a request for a tour. They can call a number and our enrollment specialist will help with them. Or they can stop by any of our locations.
I like it. It's Building Kids, Arizona, and they have different locations and stuff. As you can see in the buildings, are great for everybody to come through there. I love it. So there it is right there. We have information also over on the CW7AZ.com. And thank you for stopping in.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
All right. Good job. Stay right there. You're good. So, nice.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored on behalf of Building Kids of Mesa by Mesa Chamber of Commerce.
Coming up, our phones keep us occupied at all times. But we'll talk to an expert who recommends pausing to learn how to fill your time. More on that coming up next. Oh, I'm sorry, what? Americans check their phones more than 100 times a day, and that constant urgency is rewiring our brains. Dr. Emilio Justo, author of The Power of Pause, explains how we can help restore calm and clarity and help our kids do the same. I am so happy you're here.
Thank you so very much, Teresa. It's a privilege to be here.
There are very few more important topics, really, right now, because as you say in your book, most of us are picking up our phones 100 times a day and some way more. How is that rewiring our brains?
Well, when we pick up our phones so often, it really releases friction, and you think, well, that's maybe a good thing.
Yeah.
But no, by releasing that friction, you're not allowing yourself a chance to pause, to have boredom, to recycle our mind. And keep in mind that most of what we get done in our lives, the creative aspects occur when we pause. I mean, think about it when we're taking a walk, when we're in the shower. That's when our mind, our prefrontal cortex, is really putting all the synapses together. When we're on our phones scrolling, we're getting all these dopamine hits, right? The average is 144 times a day that we check our phone. That's 144 dopamine hits that we're getting, and we're not allowing our brain to really emotionally, neurologically regulate.
Well, let me ask you this. If you think of those dopamine hits like a drug, do you need more and more to get that same high? In other words, do you have to check your phone 240 times to get the same amount of dopamine?
I would argue that in many cases, especially in the youth of our society who are so stuck on social media, that they do get addicted to more and more and more. But then that's just counterproductive, because we really need to slow down and pause. And keep in mind that pause is not inactivity. Pause is not passive. Pause is intentional. And those people who pause really master the game and master life without exception, in my opinion.
So you aren't talking about a 20-minute meditation. You're talking
Absolutely
about something
not.
we can all do any time of day, but it's intentional. So describe
Correct.
the pause that you describe in your book.
Well, there are different ways of pausing, right? The pause can be simply waiting to check your phone. You have the urge, wait 10 or 15 seconds to check the phone. What does that do? It starts slowly, when you repeat that, it starts slowly rewiring the brain, telling the brain that no, the phone isn't in control, but I'm in control of my impulses. But other examples of pauses is, for example, let's say you get a nasty email from your boss or something like that, right? So the
Kelly
urge,
Lederman's always sending me those every day. Just kidding.
the urge is to respond right away because you're upset and you're emotional. But no, take a break, pause, wait at least 90 seconds, formulate your thoughts, and then respond with a coherent, logical message. So pausing can take many, many different avenues, but again, I repeat that pausing is not a passive act. It's really an act of what I call executive leadership.
Yes, there's that phrase, restraint of pen and tongue. So even if you're taking 90 seconds to press send, that's something you have to do. But I want to jump back because when you said you feel the urge to check your phone, which all of us feel all day, in the car, at work, at all times, right? Because there's the addictive quality to the social media. You feel it and you force yourself to wait 10 to 15 seconds.
Correct.
And in doing that, you're sort of like flexing a muscle in your brain?
Absolutely, absolutely. Consistency is key, and it's those small incremental acts, those little behaviors that when you do them over and over again, then you start rewiring your brain, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, it becomes just, a common thing to do. You don't have to think about it. So you can really rewire your brain to reduce the dopamine, so to speak.
We only have about a minute left, and I wish we had longer because I have 2 teenagers, and I feel like I see them scrolling while they're watching the football game, and I feel so sad and scared for them, and I want to help them, but I know I'm afflicted with the same thing.
Right, because modeling that pause is key, because I have 3 young kids as well, 2 teenagers, one that's 21, and I've been guilty of this as well. It is a very challenging thing, what I'm talking about. I don't pretend to make it sound like it's easy, but modeling that behavior is the best thing. And for example, one thing I'm sure you've dealt with your teenagers is that you're at dinner, and what are they doing? They're looking through their phone at dinner. But having a rule where the phone is put away is a good discipline, and it's not for the sake of discipline, it's for the sake of teaching the children that intentional pause, being present in the moment, is more important than just those dopamine hits going on and on.
This has been such an interesting and an important conversation. I'm so glad you wrote this book. No phones at dinner, okay? That's the first step. The Power of Pause is out now?
Yes, Power of Pause, Mastering Delayed Gratification for Success, and it's available on any major retailer, Amazon and Walmart and Target and all of those. Thank you so much, Doctor. And of course, we'll put a link on our website, cw7az.com. Thank you so much. Thank you, Teresa. It's my pleasure. Yeah, we have to model it.
How is AI changing music? Well, we'll find out next. Welcome back to the second half of the Arizona Daily Mix. There's still so much more to come on the show.
Is the role of AI technology in music moving too fast? I recently talked with Emmy Award-winning composer and producer Lucas Cantor Santiago about why he thinks music and tech, they're not opposing forces, but linked and evolving together. Good morning, Lucas. I'm so excited to talk to you because it's going to be very reassuring. You're going to tell me how and why AI is not taking over the arts, right?
It's good to be here. Thank you for having me. And yeah, AI is not taking over the arts. It might enhance the arts. It's going to change the arts probably. More than anything, it might change the commerce of the arts, which can have a profound effect. But I think we're always going to have human artists. And we're always going to have human musicians because there has yet been a technology that has changed that. And I don't think that this one is going to be any different.
That is reassuring because I feel like AI isn't really funny yet. So maybe it's not that great at writing music yet.
It really depends what you mean by great. It can write music that sounds like music, which is actually a huge technical problem. And it's a huge technical solution that these brilliant engineers have come up with. But it turns out that our music needs to mean more to us than just, just the very fact of its existence is not enough. It needs to mean something to us. And that meaning comes from context. It comes from the context of around our society, the context around our friendships, the context in which we hear the music. And that is not in principle replicatable by a machine.
Here's a tough question, okay, for somebody who has teenagers like I do. Is the music of the past better, or are we somehow just glorifying the music that was important when we were coming up and our brains were like absorbing it?
At the risk of alienating your audience, the music of the past is not better. You just like it more because it's the music you grew up with. Music is constantly changing. And also, that's not a judgment. I like the music I grew up with, too. I, as a professional, have to continue to learn about new music. And sometimes the best I can do with a new piece of music is I think this is a good version of what it is. It might not be for me, but it's a good version of what it is. But music is constantly changing and constantly evolving. That is almost the definition of what the study of music and music history is a constant history of change. So remarking on that change and saying that you prefer one part of the history to another is kind of like remarking on the weather and saying you prefer yesterday's weather to today's.
But it was so much sunnier yesterday, Lucas.
I'm in Southern California, you're in Arizona. I guess the weather is not really an ever-changing thing for us, but...
Look, I know with what you do, technology's always been a part of it, right? There's always been technology involved in recording music as long as we've been recording music. So my question to you is, how is the role of the artist different right now when we're really in a time of burgeoning AI?
Well, the reason I wrote this book, and the subtitle is The Role of the Artist in the Age of Artificial Intelligence. And the reason I wrote this book is because I, after finishing Schubert's Unfinished Symphony with artificial intelligence, started thinking about questions about meaning and questions about why I was making music and why people made music in general and what is music. And I started thinking about these questions because I had to explain music to a machine in order to accomplish this goal. And I thought that exercise was important. It was something I didn't have to do before AI music existed. And it's something that I think all artists have to do today is understand what makes your art uniquely human, understand what it is about your art that people enjoy, what it is that you bring to it that no one else can bring to it. And I think these questions are more important now than ever. And that's why I discussed them at great length and thought about them deeply.
I agree. And I love your book for this reason. One of the works of art that you discuss, and I just want to end with this. Okay, so for years I've been listening to Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah. I like the Jeff Buckley version myself, but I like all the versions. And I had really no idea because the context that we listen to it now is almost part of a sermon. It's evangelical, it's hallelujah. There's something like spiritual about it, but that wasn't the intent. So listen, we're a morning show. So as cleanly as you can discuss it, the intent that Leonard Cohen had when he wrote that wasn't exactly how the song is perceived now. And how important is the artist's intent?
Well, the artist's intent is not that important, as it turns out, to how a piece of music is perceived. It may be important to how it's created. It may be important to how it sounds. It may be important to the artist. But how it's perceived is entirely up to the listener and the audience. And in the case of Hallelujah, without spoiling a section of my book, if you're in church with your arm to the square saying Hallelujah and singing that Leonard Cohen song, just you should know that it was originally on an album called Various Positions. And Hallelujah doesn't mean so much God be praised as oh my God in the context of that song.
Thank you so much. It's so great to talk to you. Everybody get this book. Is it available now wherever books are sold?
Yeah, it's available on Amazon. It's available in bookstores. And I'd love for you to read it.
Thank you so much. And I'll never listen to Hallelujah the same.
Thanks so much.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Trade Show Treasure Hunters.
All right, let's talk about what's hot this year for home and lifestyle with two of our favorite voices from Trade Show Treasure Hunters, Captain Emery and Chip Wade.
They have been telling stories for decades and were recently at the Consumer Electronics Show floor in Las Vegas, the place to find the hottest new tech.
What better way to ring in 2026 than at the largest tech show in the country? I mean, all this AI everywhere. Chip, I feel smarter just being here.
I'll tell you what, Kat, me too. We've logged all these miles finding the best the show has to offer. Again, AI is absolutely everywhere. We have advanced technology for your smartphone apps, things for the yard, things for fitness, smart home, and specifically sustainability.
I mean, smart home, sustainability, you're speaking my language. We are so excited to bring you along. Let's go.
Check out the Aper Irrisense 2. This is a smart irrigation solution. It's 4-in-1. It's valves, it's a controller, it's a sprinkler, and a nutrient dispenser, all-in-one. It shoots almost 40 feet, covers almost 5,000 square foot, and a perfect solution if you don't have a built-in irrigation system already.
I love that it is easy DIY installation. In 15 minutes, it can be set up and ready to go. This smart technology will identify what it is watering exactly. So whether it's a flower bed, whether it's a vegetable garden, whether it's grass, and give it the right amount of water as well as nutrients. It mimics rainfall, so no water is wasted. It can save 40% water. You've got to go check it out at Aiper.com.
Here in the fitness section, check out the Fit Transformer. This is a smart, customizable, and space-saving home workout gym.
I'm so excited. No need for all that bulky, separate gym equipment. This is an all-in-one unit. We're gonna start with that Fit Transformer core module. This is the brains behind it all, and you only need that one motor, and you can add the multiple frames, strength, rowing, and skiing.
This rowing machine is incredible, called the Sail. It's a triple mode row machine that simulates air, water, even magnetic resistance. You can get that HIIT workout, endurance, and even recovery training. It's so easy.
I also love the Titan. This is a strength and skiing machine. It offers over 250 pounds of resistance and over 150 workout variations, plus 4 strength training modes.
Even has an integrated app to track all of your progress.
I mean, are you ready to pump it up? Go to fittransformer.com. So Chip, with all of this advanced technology abound, I'm really loving apps that are helping us unplug.
That's right. To get us off the pavement, you got to check out this app called OnX Off-Road. This guy is so easy to use to plan a trip ahead of time on your computer or even on your iPad. All you have to do is open up the app on the phone and everything is already there. It's the same account, it's the same map. When you're driving, it also works on both CarPlay and even Android Auto. So your maps and trails show up right on your screen inside your vehicle. I love that. Now, one feature I keep coming back to is this camping layer, which shows where all the dispersed camping is allowed along your route.
And once you're out of cell service, which is the goal of it all, don't worry about it. Offline Maps keeps working, so you will always know where you are. Are you ready to get adventuring? Download OnX Off-Road right now and get going. It would not be a trip to the Consumer Electronics Show unless we came into the Drea booth and saw what our friends are up to. They're the leaders in smart kitchen and air care. Did you see they have a Tesla kitchen inside this booth? It's crazy.
Unbelievable. The coffee's good too.
Right, it really is. So let's talk about this brand new, just launched at the show. This is the Turbo Pull Misting Fan. What I love about this is it's a 3-in-1. So it's a regular fan, it's a humidifier, and it's a misting fan, but not for outside, for inside. Isn't that incredible?
I know, I've never seen this before. It's got an atomizer in the bottom that allows it to put so much of this ultra fine mist out, and it's gonna cool down the area by up to 10 degrees. Now, this fine mist also doesn't condensate on your hands or the floor. They have a tall unit and they have a small unit available in time for spring. You can find out more at Dreo.com.
Another year at Consumer Electronics Show certainly did not disappoint.
That's right, Kat. And for all these products and more, you can visit TradeShowTreasureHunters.com. See ya.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Trade Show Treasure Hunters. The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Kennelly Family Concepts.
It is a staple here in Williams on Route 66, but almost went away, and if it wasn't for this gentleman and his team to bring Rod's Steakhouse back to life, I know a lot of people are excited about it, but let's do a little history about this place.
It has been here since the heyday of Williams. First opened in 1946 by Rod Graves, a local businessman. Thought the town needed a nicer steakhouse, and apparently it worked out because this place has been around for 79 years now. I just got a call this morning, randomly. I answered the phone in the office and this gentleman was like, "Oh, so you're open again?" And I said, "Well, absolutely." And he was telling me how he ate here 50 years ago, traveling Route 66 with his family when he was just a young kid. And he still remembers, you know, exactly what he ate, and he was telling me how he managed to finish the entire T-bone steak and a piece of homemade apple pie.
There's one signature thing that is definitely in the kitchen still to this day, and that is where the meat is cooked. And so what's really neat too, before we talk about that, let's talk about where you get the meat from to put on that meat grill.
So we've been partnering up with some local ranchers in Arizona, down in Prescott, K4 Ranches, Copper State Beef Program. The quality of the steaks are just top notch, best you could get around.
Because people thought Rod actually had a cattle ranch that all the meat came from, but that's not true. He had a buffalo ranch because he would bring his mascots through the restaurant here, kind of neat. But yeah, he never actually had a cattle ranch, right?
Well, he did raise the cattle. He had the Hereford cattle, but he raised breeder bulls. He might have had some others, but he would sell off his cattle to the market and then turn around and buy it, probably for the processing reasons and then the grading purposes.
Let's talk about that signature piece in the kitchen that you guys are very proud of, and that is?
Yeah. It's the broiler. It's an old Montauk broiler, and they still actually make these units. They're high-end broilers, and I can't imagine what he paid for it back in the day, but it's 80 years old, and it's signed by Rod himself, and it's a very special piece, and it cooks these steaks at 1,000 degrees and gives it that perfect sear, and you get the nice cool inside temperature. No point of pulling it out if it still works.
I like it. Yeah. Okay, we're in the restaurant area, but there's another part of this place that has some history that we're gonna go check out right now. This is, I can say, probably a really cool part of the restaurant. This was built when?
They added this on in the 50s, probably 10 years after the original dining room was built. Need a little extra space and a nice, we call it our speakeasy. As you can see, we got the low ceilings in the small room, but it's a very quaint, cool, comfortable place to have a cocktail.
It is, and you guys have some signature cocktails that you love. You got a couple here for us right now. What's this one here?
This one's a Cactus Fire. My wife actually came up with this one. It's a jalapeno infused pineapple margarita.
Ooh.
And with a little of the tahini on the rim there to give it that extra southwestern flair.
I like it. And then over here, for those guys that want to step back in time
and have some good bourbon, we got the branding iron. It's bullet bourbon. Our take on the old fashioned.
Yeah.
Classic cocktail.
Everybody gets
to
to
go wrong
enjoy.
with that steak, and steak and bourbon goes hand in hand.
And you have a great mixologist here who's amazing with all these drinks. And what's he making right now for us?
Right now he's making the Desert Blossom, which is kind of our take on the Cosmopolitan. It's another one for the ladies to have, or an after dinner drink. Quite refreshing, and top shelf American vodkas in there.
I'll tell you, this is so great that you have pretty much kept the original Rod Steakhouse. Also, just the history of this place is so important to Williams, Arizona. You have a bunch of different concepts up and down Route 66. You tell people to stop in, but for this one here, do they need reservations?
I would highly recommend doing reservations, and you can find those on our website, rodsteakhouse.com. There's a link, super easy. Just click on and put in your info, and you can let us know if you're celebrating an anniversary, a birthday, or whatever reason you want to come in, and we'll be all set, ready for you when you get here.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's history right here on Route 66, and it's kept alive thanks to this guy and his team, Rod Steakhouse. You gotta come check it out.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Kennelly Family Concepts.
Coming up, whether your child is a senior or not, college prep starts early, and we'll show you where to get free advice next.
You may have seen Burton Bar Central Library because it's massive. It's 5 stories. But what you might not know is that within this library is a program to help students get into college in so many ways. James is a counselor here at College Depot, and you have a very interesting backstory.
Yes, ma'am. I originally started here as a student in 2011 when I was a junior in high school, and continued on throughout the entirety of my education process, from being an undergrad, going for my bachelor's degree, FAFSA application processes, the search for scholarships. They've helped me out through the entirety of it, and lo and behold, I ended up getting a full-time job here with the city of Phoenix.
And just to give people a sense of how massive this program is, how many people did y'all work with here just last year?
Just last year alone, I would say roughly 30,000 or a little bit more, and that's not including the virtual meetings that we have via Microsoft Teams.
And you're working with students all over Arizona?
Yes, ma'am. Normally the Metro Phoenix area, but we've helped out students all the way from Buckeye to Maricopa, people that have found out about us in Tucson via, the University of Arizona, or even all the way up north in like Payson and Flagstaff as well. We've helped out a wide variety of students here in the state.
How much do you charge?
We are a completely free service for what we do. You'll just need to schedule an appointment with us at phoenixpubliclibrary.org/College Depot.
You charge this much?
Yep, exactly.
And you're helping people specifically find scholarships. There are hundreds, maybe thousands of niche scholarships out there,
Yes, ma'am.
but they can't market themselves necessarily.
Correct.
So you guys help connect students in need with scholarships.
Absolutely. We have our own specific scholarship list on our website, in addition to partnering with numerous scholarship search websites like Unigo, scholarships.com, or even notably the Arizona Community Foundation.
Do you have a couple of students in mind who you helped get scholarships?
A few of them, yes. There are previous students who are currently in college right now as we speak. We've helped them out attain, basic state level scholarships to even big name full ride tuition scholarships as well.
What's the biggest scholarship you've gotten?
The biggest scholarship that we've gotten for an individual, this student was, just from her hard work and her merit, she obtained at least well over $1 million worth of scholarships put together.
Wait a second. You mean like $1 million?
Yeah, there's a lot of zeros with that one.
You helped this girl get $1 million.
I can't take all the credit for that. It was definitely a team effort, but yes, we definitely helped out with finding and providing the resources. They, with their hard work, initiative, and ethic, they went out of their way to apply for these scholarships and then just let us know when they want them.
Well, college is obviously expensive, but even applying to college is expensive. This is something I remember from my own experience. Every college wanted $50 or so.
Just for the application.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so we also work with other resources, say for example, the Common App, which you can just create one solid profile, and then from there, depending on the annual income within the families, they can be able to get those enrollment deposits completely omitted as well.
So if people want to get ahead of it and start, how old? Are you talking high school sophomores?
We've worked out with individuals as young as 8th graders before they even began high school.
That's serious business.
Yeah, absolutely.
They go to basis, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So we let the students know as early as possible to start to formulate a plan as to which colleges that they want to go. The one thing that I always recommend is also navigating as to which career path that they would like to take, so they know exactly the major, and then from there know exactly which institution offers the major program that they are very passionate about.
If people want to schedule either a virtual or an in-person appointment, they can even come see you or one of the counselors here one-on-one.
Yes,
What's the best way?
The best way is going to be on our website, phoenixpubliclibrary.org/College Depot, and then be sure to check out all of our resources available.
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.
Well, lemonade is that official cool, refreshing drink, and one company is making it right here in the Valley.
AZ Lemonade Stand was created by my business partner Tommy and I in 2022, and we never really looked back since. The official drink of Arizona is lemonade. It was actually put in 2018, so we've always really enjoyed it. Having a business partner that was a chef by trade, always making great flavors, and really makes us stand out than the other guys. We actually brew our lemonade just like a brewery would. We bring it up to a certain temperature, and we actually bottle it with this whole setup you see behind me. To finish the pasteurization process, we turn the jar upside down, pack it, and ship it out. We always thought that nothing was more nostalgic than putting lemonade in a mason jar. So we always started putting lemonade in a mason jar off our food trucks. When we created AZ Lemonade Stand, we just knew it had to go in there. Here at AZ Lemonade Stand, you not only have our signature flavors, prickly pear, strawberry, original, mango, and huckleberry, we actually have our seasonal flavors that we run throughout the year, like watermelon and kiwi, and also cranberry for the holiday. So not only do we have our signature mason jar, we actually have a 16-ounce plastic that you'll see in several stores from Jackson's to Cobblestone to Four Sons. And the reason why we added the 16-ounce plastic is this is a great take on the go when you're doing any adventure throughout Arizona or any of the other Western region states. So with AZ Lemonade Stand, we're not only excited about being Arizona's #1 lemonade, we've now gone across the entire West region. We'd love for you to try us out. So go to azlemonadestand.com, go to our maps page, and check out where we're at.
The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Best Reviews.
If improving your health is on your list for 2026, you are in good company. Surveys on New Year's resolutions show that health remains a top priority for many, and well-being isn't just physical. It includes personal and financial health, too. Ashley Howard and Alyssa Bergamini are standing by with the best products at the best prices in this week's Epic Discounts from consumer resource bestreviews.com.
Welcome to Epic Discounts by bestreviews.com. I'm Alyssa Bergamini.
And I'm Ashley Howard. Scan the QR code on your screen and get ready to save big.
And we're making it easier than ever to start the new year off strong. Let's kick things off in the kitchen with a total game changer for healthy, delicious meals. Meet the Cosori 9-in-1 Turbo Blaze Air Fryer.
This beauty does everything. Air fry, roast, bake, broil, even reheat leftovers to crispy perfection with precise temperatures from 90 to 450 degrees and a premium ceramic coating.
Think crispy veggies, juicy proteins, and homemade snacks, all without the guilt. Now, once those healthy meals are handled, let's talk about tracking your goals, because fueling your body is just step one. The Fitbit Charge 6 keeps you connected and motivated all day long.
Built-in GPS, heart rate tracking, even on exercise equipment, and Google Apps right on your wrist. Plus, you get 6 months of Fitbit Premium included to guide your workouts, sleep, and recovery. It's like having a personal coach remind you, you've got this.
And then after a full day of cooking smart and moving a little bit more, it is time to rest and recharge.
Wrap yourself up in comfort with this ultra soft heated electric blanket. 10 heating levels, fast warm up, auto shut off, and cozy double-sided Sherpa.
It is perfect for those cold nights and well-earned relaxation.
And finally, let's warm up our wallet. During times of uncertainty, many Americans often turn to tangible assets.
As gold and silver reach record highs, gold continues to stand out as the most trusted.
So ask yourself, when was the last time you looked at your retirement account?
And why does that matter? According to Money.com, gold has outlasted every currency and has historically performed well during inflation, helping diversify portfolios.
Getting started is simple. Open a gold IRA, fund it with a rollover or contribution, and choose IRS-approved metals stored securely.
To explore your options, scan the QR code or visit Money.com. It only takes a few minutes to learn more.
All right, let's take one last look at today's products and services helping you save money this year.
Head to epicdiscounts.com or just scan that QR code to scan, shop, and save with Epic Discounts by Best Reviews.
Best Reviews is owned by our parent company, Nexstar. You can find more on the products and where to buy them over on our website, cw7az.com.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Best Reviews.
This has been such a fun Monday morning. Thank you for joining us, tuning in this morning. Tomorrow on the show, we're already talking about summer camp. Find out why you should register now. This is the time.
Plus, I'll be heading to my old stomping grounds for one of the best sandwiches in town, cheese and stuff.
Don't ask what the stuff is. And if your resolution is for more me time, we've got deals on all the tools you need for self-care.
All right, have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Bye.
Content segments on the Arizona Daily Mix were paid for by Best Reviews, Trade Show Treasure Hunters, Kennelly Family Concepts, and Mesa Chamber of Commerce, Building Kids of Mesa.